let's look at the Pythagoreans. Pythagoras Theorem. Now, Pythagoras Theorem, it is believed that the person who developed the Pythagoras Theorem is a guy known as Pythagoras of Samos. Of course, you don't need to know that. It will not come in your mathematics exam, but it's just important to know such kind of things. Okay? So, he was, of course, a philosopher and a mathematician. Philosopher means a person who thinks. Thinking. Philosophy is all about thinking, learning to think, love of wisdom. So this guy was, he was born around, so those times they used to call it BC, before Common Era, some people call it before Christ. So he was born around 570, and he died about 495. This guy is important because he is the one who brought the theory that we use in almost everything in our daily life. Starting from construction of a house. For you to construct, for example, this class here, for you to construct it, you must understand that when you multiply the meters that are here by itself, let's say from here to here, of course I know because I'm the one who built it. So from here up to there, I know that it's 8 meters. And so if you multiply 8 by 8, then you multiply, this is 9, and you multiply 9 by 9, that is squared, 8 squared by 9 squared, whether you like it or not, you will get the square of these meters here. What I'm saying is that suppose here is A centimeters, and here is B centimeters, then here is C centimeters. Pythagoras realized a formula. People were suffering, houses were getting down, falling apart, bridges. Even bridges used Pythagoras Theorem. So he had to bring a certain thing that would help the society. He was a very studious person, a person who loves to read. He wrote a lot of books. Others are lost, others are there. So in mathematics, that's why you find that in mathematics, without Pythagoras, we have Pythagoras, we have another one known as Euclid. Those people are very important in mathematics. Just like in physics, we have Newton, we have Archimedes. Physics is just like science, okay? Yes. So these are very important people. Now, he said that if you square the base of a right angle triangle, it has to be a right angle triangle. If you square it and you add it to the square of the height, then whether you like it or not, you will get the square of the hypotenuse. This is known as the hypotenuse. Okay? So it means that if here is 3 centimeters and here is 4 centimeters, then you are told to find C. What you will do is, you just use this formula, correct? That when you square 3, so 3 squared plus B squared is what? 4 squared. You will get C squared, correct? 3 squared is what? Did you get a chance of having breakfast? You just woke up faster. Sunday? Okay? So 3 squared is what? 9. 4 squared is what? 16. So he's saying that when you square this and this, you get C squared. So C squared will be what? C squared will be 9 plus 16 is what? 25. Now, look at this. 25 equals to C squared. You want to remain with C alone because you are told to find C, not C squared. What do you do? Yes? You introduce square root. So it is like you put square root this side and this side, or you can say that you shift this, that you won't have this side, it becomes what? When you shift square, when it crosses an equal side, it becomes what? Square root. When multiplication crosses an equal side, it becomes what? When addition crosses an equal side, it becomes what? Good. So it is square root of 25 equals to c. Square root of 25 is what? 5 centimeters equals to c. That is what Pythagoras said. Now, this is clear, correct? But just look at it. It's a good method. When you go to secondary school, whether you don't know, you'll be using this a lot. In primary school, class 7 also, you use this a lot. However, I have a secret for primary school, class 7. Simple one. But when you go to secondary, you can't use it because secondary school, this Pythagoras, now you find now figures that have even decimals and fractions and whatever. But here in primary, yes, they bring figures that have decimals and fractions, but not often. That's why we have the rules that you see there. The 3, 4, 5. The 5, 12, 13. The 7, 24, 25. Are we together? Those are just to help you cut this thing to get into the answer direct. Without going into all this process. But it is the same thing. It is just like this. You get into the answer. Look at this. ABC. ABC. Remember, C must always be C, but this can be B and this can be A. This and this, no problem. But this must always be C. And it must always be the biggest. Okay? So our formula, I've told you that the first one is 3, 4, 5. It means that if you are told to find C, and you're told A is 3 and B is 4, don't even go to this. You just know that C is what? 5. Now you say how? But I've shown you here that C is 5, correct? So whenever you see 3, 4, you can get 5. You can get the C, correct? Suppose you're told to find B. You have 3 and you have 5. You only need 2 of them to know what you need in the third one, okay? So if this is 3 and this is 5, the rule says that the number that is missing is what? Is 4. So this will be 4. Even in the formula here, you can easily get 4. Let's say now B is not given, correct? B is not given. So instead here, you put B. Okay? Then if you calculate, you realize that B equals to, let's say C is already given now, it's 5, right? Is equal to C squared, which is 5 squared. You shift this one, this side, it becomes what? Negative, because it's a positive number, correct? Yes. 3 squared. So B squared is equal to 25 minus 9, correct? Yes. B squared is equal to 16, because 25 minus 9 is what? 16. You shift this one, this side becomes what? Square root. So B equals to the square root of 16. B equals to what? You see, you go into that method. Remember, you have 50 marks that you're looking for in the 33 questions, and you have less than 1 hour and a half. So you need time. You can't, okay, it's okay to go to this, but please, before you go to A squared plus B squared equals to C squared, try 3, 4, 5.